morning, this is Becca. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be the daily tarot reading for Sunday the 27th of September. And today there are no majors. We have three minor arcanas. So we have two court cards, a prince and a princess, and we have the Five of Cups, disappointment. Okay, so the Princess of Wands, this card showed up a couple of days ago. This is the card of putting your passions and your zest for life in motion. This is the card of setting out on a new adventure with so much intention, so much pure intention and drive and motivation. And this has been fearless. This has been led by the light, led by your creative spirit. This is kicking fear into oblivion. This is becoming the fire, becoming this element of passion and of creation. And nothing is going to hold you back because you are going with this flow of life force. The Prince of Swords. This is a very complex person. This is someone who is extremely intellectual, who carves out his thoughts and ideas in a very methodical way. This is becoming sharp and knowledgeable and reaching the heights of the intellectual mind, being able to master something, being able to master your mind. But there's a lot going on here in this person's mind. There's many ways that this could go. This is about choosing your thoughts, choosing your battles, choosing choosing in which area you want to become fully knowledgeable in, where you want to excel, because this has the highest potential of being extraordinarily clued up in a specific subject. This is the potential for this genius. But at the same time, there's possibly conflicting ideas, conflicting thoughts, slightly unstable at realizing or using your instincts more rather than your thoughts and mind. So this has been relentless in your quest for information, relentless in your quest for knowledge. This is about finely tuned communication, or the planning of such. But there's a rigidity with this. So it's saying, while you should be going in this vulnerable way, bearing all and going for this oasis, going for this passionate existence where you're creating, you may be getting caught up in intellectualizing things, details. And there we come to the Five of Cups. And this is emotions being unstable and emotions not being fulfilled or perceiving things that way. So it's like there's some strong thoughts going on, some strong ideas about what is or isn't making you happy or fulfilled. So it's like what's being said or what isn't being said is creating this feeling of disappointment, this feeling of emptiness. But it's saying that you are able to fill up your own cups here. You feel that the cups are empty, but this is down to this perception where you're intellectualizing, where you're making this logical assessment of a situation, where instead you should be living in this moment, you should be living in this place of appreciating the beauty around you, appreciating the limitless potential for what can be your reality, for what you can create in a dynamic and passionate way. Because this card has shown up before. This is the energy you need to embody. The energy of being in tune with the passion, being in tune with life itself, being the rhythm of what you're creating, of what is stirring you. And when you're doing that, when you're indulging in what's really exciting you and motivating you, you'll find that this perceived disappointment will cease to exist, because you're not intellectualizing things. You're not trying to analyze every detail of a situation, of a person, of someone else's actions, comparing yourself to others, trying to better yourself in an intellectual way, trying to break down. When we think too much in this way, when we try and analyze and be logical, we often find this emptiness within our emotions. So it's saying to have a balance. We need to have a balance between the information we process, the knowledge we acquire and learn and try to process and live by, and having just this almost impulsive nature, being led by our primal essence. We need the balance there. It's good to sometimes be impulsive, to go by this strong instinct, to feel alive in the moment, to not always have to think and analyse every angle of a situation. It's healthier to live in one's real nature and be led by this joy, led by the love of doing something for the sake of doing it. And you'll always be supported when you're being led in this authentic way, when you're trusting what feels alive to you, when you're trusting this force being led by the sun and being led by the light. So as we balance the fire with the air, this can complement, this can be complementary. Fire and air mix well. The air, the knowledge, the thoughts, when applied properly, can really keep that flame burning. And in balance, this can lead to immense satisfaction and immense heights and achievement. But it's important to balance your emotions with this, to lose this sense of some kind of specific outcome or expectation, or dwelling on something specific. When you are living in this place of self-love, self-respect, beauty and gratitude for life, you won't have this energy come in. You are going to magnetize the opposite energy of abundance, of comfort, of joy, and of bliss, because you're finding this within yourself. And this can't be found in a thought. This can't be found in a word. It can be found in this place of this unconditional love of life, of yourself, and of this strange and wonderful existence. So it's telling you to discard the multiple doubts and thoughts and the constant analysing of a situation, and you're going to see things naturally fall into place. Disregard trying to justify the doubts that you have. It's all too easy to go to the negative and dwell in that place of perceived disappointment. But when you remove yourself from that, you'll see that whatever has let you down or disappointed you, that you should celebrate it, because it's showing that there's a better way for you, there's a better path, there's a better relationship. Whatever that you're disappointed in, you should sing to the stars, you should dance, because it means you're being looked after. It means that through learning this, through experiencing this, there's something so much more beautiful that's meant for you, and you're going to appreciate that so much more and the universe wants you to have the utmost in pleasure. The universe wants you, although it doesn't feel like it at times, the gods want you to find the ultimate in happiness. You're meant to follow your specific destiny. You're meant to achieve all the desires, all the ultimate happiness for you. So don't be put off by some perceived disappointment or loss. It just means there's something so much better that is waiting for you. So trust in the process. Be led astray. Be impulsive. Live in the moment. And go with this fearlessness and enthusiasm, and indulge in something that really stirs your soul. And when you do that, when you live in this place and you have this blind faith and trust, you're always going to feel alive. You're always going to feel this deep contentment. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to follow this calling. Follow into the unknown, because the universe truly does have your back. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Have a great Sunday. Speak to you soon. Cheers.